Champions League FIFA Imperialism. But every club from the season 2008, participants are listed according to the country. Random will choose this club, and the compass chooses the direction. The winner takes loser sector, and one player for his club. The one who takes all the territories will win. An important point, the first move cannot be against a team from the same country. And Barcelona will open the tournament, which go towards Olympic Lyons. Prime Barcelona with young Messi, who still doesn't have a golden ball. The Olympic squad includes the young Benzema and the legendary Juninho. Barcelona were better in the first half, but we didn't see a goal. But already in the other half, Xavi puts the Spanish club ahead. He is the most active member of Barcelona. Juninho could have scored, but Iniesta scores the second. In the end, 2-0. Barcelona takes Benzema, but he will be on the bench. And this is the first sector for Barcelona, and another 3-1 for the win. Next team, Shakhtar Donetsk. It's West, and this is Slavia Praga. Shakhtar squad includes Fernandinho and Willian. It's very easy for Shakhtar. Luis Adriano is unstoppable. And he scored poker. Shakhtar Football scored 5 goals. But Slavia Football's only 1. Shakhtar take Tavares to the bench, and 2 sector for the Ukrainian club. Next team, Milan. East. Italian teams cannot play against each other because it's the first move. The German team was strong back then, but Milan? No comments. Ronaldinho, Kaká and Pato in the attack. In the 11th minute, Kaká picks up the ball and smashes it against the crossbar. A perfect pass from Ronaldinho followed by a through ball to the speedy Pato. 1-0. Both teams exchange good chance afterward. Kaká scored his second goal, and less than 10 minutes later he batched a brace from almost the same spot. Soon after, the fourth goal found its way into Werder's net. Milan picked up Mertesacker to strengthen their defense. -1 German team. We spin the wheel and the next team in the Marseille. The arrow point them through Paris Saint-Germain to Arsenal. A modest Marseille side against the loaded Gunners, even without Henry but with a prime Fabregas. In the 4th minute, Walcott finds Adebayor. Marseille responds. The goalkeeper put on a great show. Another chance again saved by Almunia. Marseille kept pushing forward. At the start of the second half, a corner kick house in the box and Ben Arfa scores on the second attempt 2-0. Cesc Fabregas finally managed to beat Mandanda. But Marseille surprised everyone with a sensational win, and Fabregas moved to France, a serious loss for Arsenal. We move on to the next team, Romanian Steaua, and here everything is clean. For Shakhtar, this will already be their second match. Well, the Shakhtar squad is much stronger than the host. The only goal was scored by Jadson. As a bonus, Shakhtar strengthened the squad with defender Radoje. Now, the Shakhtar controls the biggest territory on the map. And again, we have a Ukrainian team, this time Dynamo Kyiv. They move south. This will be a clash with Fenerbahce. And guess who is playing for the Turks? Roberto Carlos himself. The only goal of the match was scored by Aliyev. Dynamo snatched the Brazilian legend into their team, plus 2 sectors for Dynamo. Next up, Celtic. The arrow points them once against to Turkey, but now against Beşiktaş. If you ask me, the squads are absolutely even. 6 minutes, Marcio Nobre makes it 1-0, but still in the first half, Celtic strikes back. Samaras ties it up 1-1. In the second half, the Turk takes the lead again, but immediately concede. And then, in extra time, Nakamura secures the win for the Scots. They draft Delgado into that team, and we paint new sectors green. We head back to England. And just look at Liverpool's lineup. I honestly don't know what PSV could do against that. Still, the Dutch didn't plan to give up without a fight. Another chance, a shot by Juja. But as expected, Liverpool grabs the win, even if by a narrow margin. Doesn't really matter who to draft here, no one will make it to the starting 11 anyway. Let's just pick Pierre Brechet. Again England. In this time Rangers go up against Cristiano Ronaldo with company. And honestly I have no idea how the plan to stop the Red Devil. Berbatov scores the first. The second comes not long after. And in the second half, Carrick puts the final nail in the coffin. Sir Alex Ferguson drafted namesake, but let's be honest, no real boost to the squad. Now to Olympiacos. They move south. The Greeks will face Dynamo Kiev. Carlos makes his debut for Dynamo, while legendary Nicopolidis is in a goal for Olympiacos. Ali with a moment, very close. Milevski turns with the ball, and Nicopolidis look like he's dodging the shot. The blue continue to dominate. Olympiacos tries to respond, but Bangura seals it with the second goal, a confident 2-0 win. Nicopolidis joins Dynamo. Right now, Ukrainians keep up dominating by territory. Next up, Benfica. They move south and face Valencia. The Spanish side features David Villa and David Silva, while Benfica has a young Angel Di Maria just starting his career. A perfect club to Villa, and it's 1-0. Turns out that goal was the only one of the match. Pablo Aimar boosts Valencia left wing, and the Spanish club strengthens its position. Celtic comes up again, the move north, and here comes the Galacticos. Marcelo with just a 72 rating is real weakest link back then, and off we go. Ruud van Nistelrooy scores, but it's offside. Samaras answers with a great shot, Casillas saves. Corner kick, another huge chance for Celtic. The 31st minute, another chance to waste, is the second half, a turning point. Straight red card for Celtic, and Sneijder steps up. No doubt about it, perfect free kick. And finally, Van Nistelrooy finds his moment. Real Madrid eliminates Celtic and draft Nakamura. Milan enters the field again, the arrow point toward Dynamo Kiev. It's a huge case for the Ukrainians or elimination. Dynamo already draft Roberto Carlos and Nicopolidis. 9th minute, Clarence Seedorf strike. Brilliant pass from Pato to Ronaldinho. He's unstoppable. Shockingly, no yellow card show. Dangerous free kick, saved by the keeper. Milevski moves to Italy, and that's how it looks now. Plus an extra sector for Milan. Spins the well again. Shakhtar Donetsk eats up. They move south, facing Real Madrid. Even without Cristiano Ronaldo, this Real is still stacked. Pass to Luis Adriano. Adriano shields the ball. Robben responds. Second half, Van Nistelrooy passes to Guti, and this time Piatov is helpless. Real completely dominates position, but can't find the second goal. More chances and again Piatov saves. And another, Shakhtar drags the game to penalties. Nakamura scores first 1-0. Sarna answers 1-1. Robben saved by Piatov. Villan perfect finish. Guti goal. Moreno goal. Higuain goal. Brandao no problem. Raul scores. And finally Radoye and Shakhtar beats Real Madrid. Ruud van Nistelrooy joins Shakhtar. The Ukrainians grab massive territory across the map. Now we move to Paris Saint-Germain. It's that season they didn't even play in the Champions League, just domestic tournaments. The arrow sends that towards Manchester United. In Paris Saint-Germain squad, a young Sako, veterans Julie and Makelele. And it starts goal by Luindula before the 3rd minute. United responds with a beautiful combination. 1-1 at halftime. But in the second half, Manchester seals it to 1 final score. Julie joins Manchester United. Wales spins again is Schalke. They move through Stuttgart sector towards Liverpool. Schalke has a young Rakitic and Neuer, but Torres shows his prime for almost immediately. Schalke tries to hold one, but Torres backs a brace and Farfan strengthens Liverpool's attack. Only Stuttgart remains from Germany. Bayern Munich didn't even play Champions League that season. And speaking of Stuttgart, they move toward Milan. Mario Gomez and Shakhtar legend are ready to challenge the Italians. At first it seemed Milan would have no trouble, but immediately Khedira threatened. Gattuso responds. Another chance for Milan. Khedira to Marika shot and Gomez rises above everyone to score. He outjumped the keeper and defenders. Shocking. Stuttgart knock out Milan. Plenty of draft option and they choose Kaká. One of the favorites is eliminated. Now, Porto enters for the first time. They move west to the other side of the map and face Stuttgart. 13-minute Lopez scores. But Mario Gomez is still dangerous and can solo carry games. The match heads to penalty. Both teams show great composure, even Kaká scores. But Stuttgart's last penalty is missed. Helton saves Propel's Porto forward, and they draft Gomez. Porto grabs lots of new sectors. Next up, Roma. The arrow points south and that Shakhtar territory. With Van Nistelrooy up front, Shakhtar seems strong. Sadly, no miracles that time. Roma wins 1-0 and draft Dario Srna. Fewer and fewer teams remain. Inter moves toward Porto. What a squad Inter has. Just Zlatan alone inside. Adriano in attack. Poor legend. Quick combination Adriano to Zlatan. Muntari is playing out of his mind today. Another huge save by Helton. More chance, Adriano keeps pushing. The Italian side eliminates Porto and draft Quaresma. Next, Marseille. They move toward Barcelona. Not the first game for either club. 3rd minute, Nyak scores. Barca responds heavy with a spin shot. Iniesta with a strike. Yaya Toure set up a top. Barca keeps pressing, but Nyak finds his moment again. Scoring twice in the final 10 minutes. And Messi chance teams. Again Liverpool. They move west across the map to Inter. A final verti crash. Both them are stacked. The winner of this could very well become the champion. Kickoff and Farfan scores immediately. Inter responds through Adriano early in the second half, but almost immediately Torres reminds everyone who he is. And 10 minutes before the end, Fernandes secures the win. They draft Zanetti for Liverpool defense. Valencia's next. They move north, straight to Rome. Both squads are strong, evenly matched. Joaquin finds Villa in the box, 1-0. Tutti responds with a dangerous shot. David Villa again threatened. De Rossi with the shot, rebound to Vucinic, goal. And in the second half, a spectacular strike from Vucinic. Roma strangers a comeback. Vucinic wins the match but gets swapped for David Villa. Another Spanish team eliminated. Wales spins again. Lazio enter for the first time. They head south, facing Marseille, who still has Fabregas and Messi, but the big stars couldn't save them. Lazio knock out the last French team. They draft Nyak alongside Pandev. And again Lazio. This time they face Liverpool. A fight for the biggest territory at this stage. Torres threatens, Carrizo save. Then a key shot off the post. Second half, same story. Lazio rarely reach Liverpool's goal. 65 minutes. Gerrard bursts down the wing, crosses to Torres. And at the 9th minute, Farfan sells it. Pandev switches team, joins Liverpool's squad covering Hewitt's position. Liverpool is now the clear favorite in the experiment. Next up, Ajax, the arrow points east. And once again, it's Liverpool. Pandev scores his debut goal in his debut match. Huntelaar joins the bench as performance. Then Chelsea turn, a very interesting matchup. Roma, by the way, has built a really Superman squad. Pass to Villa, David Villa scores. Sana with the assist. Drogba and Kalou, Chelsea strikes back. Perfect pass from Drogba, and this Salomon Kalou doesn't miss. Honestly, Kalou was probably the most active player in the match. Czech also shows solid goalkeeping. Another pass to Drogba, a very intense game with many chances. And again, Serna finds a perfect connection. And David Villa, 5 minutes before the final whistle, Roma knock out Chelsea. Petr Cech joins the Roman squad. Only 5 teams left of the map. Sporting enters the game next. They don't move far, straight into Sevilla's sector. Both teams are debuting and calmly, scoring 1 goal in each half. Sevilla eliminated Sport. They draft Joao Moutinho, the first semi-final. Roma moves toward Liverpool. Both clubs already have several draft players. Pass from Perotta to Totti, crossbar. David Villa goes 1-on-1, goal 1-0. Xabi Alonso shields the ball. Pass to Torres, 1-1. Brilliant passing play. Pizarro again with a quick finish, goal. But what a beast Torres is. He hits the target in every match. Another huge chance for Alonso. Another moment for Torres, again Cech. Pass to Fernando Torres. Cech is putting in unreal performance. 87th minute, Pizarro tries a long shot. Liverpool had a chance to rescue the match, but Petr Cech played flawlessly. Roma moves on and drafts Steven Gerrard. 3 teams left, and now they find a tiny patch of Sevilla territory. Looking at the squad, Roma are clear favorites. Gerrard pass to Totti, Palop save. Sevilla counterattacks, drafted Moutinho scores 1-0, but Roma quickly strikes back. Both sides exchange chances. Second half, Sevilla again takes the lead, but Steven Gerrard heads in the beautiful equalizer. Another Sevilla attack. Maybe he'll drag Roma through again. Final attack of regular time. Shot the view was blocked for Cech, and this time he couldn't save it. Sevilla win. Unexpected finalist. They draft De Rossi. Now only 2 teams remain. Sevilla and Manchester United. United won the Champions League in 2008, and now they have a real chance to win this Imperialism too. Even though they only have 1 draft player, the squad is still incredibly strong. But I won't count Sevilla out. This team has shown true heart. De Rossi pass to Moutinho. That's what I was talking about. Julie responds with a long range shot. Another chance for Carlos Tevez. Julie again. Ronaldo to Rooney. Palop makes save after save. United keep pressing, but Sevilla strikes. De Rossi scores his debut goal in his debut match. Ferguson looks furious. First half ends. Sevilla leads. Second half begins. Julie still no luck. The only one the 93rd added minute. Hargreaves saves Manchester United. The match goes to extra time. United dominated with 15 minutes halves in terms of chance, but Sevilla had just one moment, one attack, and it was fatal for Sir Alex Ferguson's team. Who could have true? Sevilla wins the Champions League Imperialism of the 2008 season.